Well, when I first got ill, it was a shock, of course. And I reacted with anger, I remember. I was angry at my body because I've always been living very healthy. And then suddenly my body reacted in this negative way of getting seriously ill. But it only took me a few days, and then I realized that this is a disease I need to live with. And in the beginning I wasn't sure how long I would live. So we went to the bank and we arranged everything with our economy in case I wouldn't be there anymore, for my wife to be able to take care of things easily. But then as I started to continue living and living well, then I just starting to enjoy life, my new life with this disease. So now I have a really fulfilling and nice life, filled with a lot of interesting hobbies and a lot of good times with friends and family. I don't think about things I can't do. I think about things I can do. Because if you think about all the things you can't do, then that tends to make you depressed. So I never think that way. So before I played squash, and now I play backgammon. Before I did running, now I do walking. And before I did biking, now I got an electric bike and I do biking. And in this way I try to focus on the things that I can do. I think people should realize that their life is not over just because they have a chronic and serious illness. And I would encourage them to talk to other patients that are doing well. And then I would encourage people just to find things that they like and just go out and have fun and enjoy life. I get a lot of support from family and friends, and but I have to say, for instance, my wife is probably more worried about this disease than I am. So I'm the one that has to support her in many ways. And I think also by having a positive attitude about the disease, I help and support my friends by showing that I'm doing okay. I think when I was newly diagnosed, it was really important for me to talk to other patients, because I wanted to know how it was to live with the disease. So I found a German patient that I invited to come to Norway, and he had lived with the disease for 10 years, and that was really interesting and nice to me to see that you could live a long life and fulfilling life even with the chronic and serious disease. Yes, of course, it's important to talk about how you feel, and this is maybe an area where we men, we are not as good to talk about stuff like that as women. But for me, what's helped me is that I have become involved in supportive work. So now I talk to newly diagnosed patients, and for me that's good therapy in itself.